I moved the desk. You see, this desk has for a long time actually been against a different wall. It has been against the wall to my right here, not up against the window because that's where the tapestry was. And I didn't think it would fit over here, but I moved it against the window and now I get to sit and look outside all day. Well, Emily does. I actually don't get much use of the desk. It's basically Emily's office. I just get to borrow it sometimes. But it's nice. The lighting is a lot better than just one key light coming from my side. So now it's right on me, which is nice. And even though it is a bit crowded here, I think it works a lot better. The funny thing is I have actually been wanting to move this desk here pretty much since COVID hit, and we've been living here for 3 years, so at least the past year and a half, but I never moved it because I never thought it would work. But I never even tried it. I was always like, well, I'm just not gonna try it because I could see in my mind that it wouldn't work. And yet when I actually moved it over here, which again, this is a very light desk, so it only took like 10 seconds to move it, it just worked. And I had been waiting all this time to do this one thing. And I probably should just do it sooner. And I guess I do that a lot where I'm so obsessed with the idea of something being bad that I don't ever do it, even though the actual act of doing it is very easy. So I should, perhaps this is a lesson I should take. Will I learn from it? No, probably not, but it's an interesting lesson to consider. So even though I did move the desk and the office is more organized and I like it better, it's still not my office. It's Emily's office. And as long as she's working from home, which is the next couple of months, that pretty much is her space, which is fair because she's going to be a doctor. And I make movies for a living, so she deserves the office way more than I do. So in an attempt to be productive, I'm going to continue my search for an office. I'm tired of working at the office. It just feels weird working there in a public space. I don't know. I'm just not into it. I'm going to go to a library today. I know Emily hates the library because it's way too quiet. And I know the study rooms are closed, which sucks. But hopefully I can just find like a little corner. I can just sit there. And the Wi-Fi at home doesn't even work good enough anyways for what I need to do. So hopefully I'm going to go there. It's going to be a good time. And hopefully this will work out. So when I was in high school, I was terrible at math, but for some reason was put in like the highest level math classes. And the worst part of math I did not understand was trigonometry. And so I would have to see a tutor like basically 5 times a week. You know, I was in a class with kids who knew a ton about math and I knew absolutely nothing. I kind of fumbled my way into that class. But because I fumbled my way, I had to see a tutor, and I would come to the library I'm at right now, the one in Fishers. I think it's the East Hamilton Library or something of that nature. And I haven't been here since I saw that tutor 6 years ago. And even though I haven't been here since then, those feelings of anxiety and terror, even though he was a very nice tutor and a very good tutor, I just general anxiety, and now it's kind of all bubbling up and coming back. And it's just interesting how locations have certain like feelings towards them. So hopefully I'll get over this pretty quickly. Otherwise I will not be able to keep coming to this library. So the library is actually a pretty good fit. I'm not good at sitting down for long periods of time. I wish the study rooms are open because they could kind of walk around or do squats or push-ups or stuff, which I can't really do in the public area. Well, mostly because I'm embarrassed. But the Wi-Fi is so freaking fast and it's quiet and I can get work done. I can stay pretty focused. Unfortunately, about an hour into this adventure, Emily calls me up because she is bored. And if Emily's bored, then I have to rush home to entertain her because Emily can't not do something all of the time. And the thing with her job being over is she constantly needs to be entertained, and now that school's almost over, she has nothing to do, which means I have to entertain her, which is frustrating. And I sometimes feel like Emily doesn't really take my job seriously. I know that she does. It just, when she does things like this, it makes me feel, it hurts my feelings, I guess. It makes me feel like she doesn't respect the work that I do, and I know she's just lonely and bored, and I get that, and she wants to spend this time, especially before, you know, she starts her real job. It's just, I have a lot of things going on in my life right now, and I have to take time off to focus on Emily. And I know I don't spend enough time with Emily. We only spend a couple hours together a day. It's just, I have a business to run. I'm shooting a feature film. I have this vlog. I have the podcast. I have so many things going on in my life right now. It's hard to prioritize her, even though I know that I should. So I'm going home a little frustrated. Maybe by the time I get home I won't be. But Emily needs love, so maybe I'll give some. So as I was driving back to the apartment, I drove by these like collection of houses that's basically for old people. I mean, I guess young people could live there, but it's so highly priced that no one under the age of like 60 could afford them. And they're really nice, kind of fancy custom homes. And I saw a man walking with like a pitcher of water, or like the watering can, you know, to like water flowers, which, okay, it's an area, a lot of gardens, a lot of flowers. But if you just take a moment to look outside, it's extraordinarily wet outside. It rained all last night. I mean, like, this is wetlands. Indiana is a swamp, and it's swamp season. So I have to wonder, what was he doing with that watering can? What could he possibly be watering that he thinks, oh, you know what, didn't get enough water? Like, and he was walking out of his house with it. So it's not like he had left outside and was bringing it inside. I saw him walk out of his house with this watering can. It's just baffling. My love?
What?
Where are we going?
I don't know.
We need to get Shelly a present?
Yeah.
Where do you think that would be?
I don't know.
The Shelly store?
The Shelly store.
Shelly.com?
Shelly.com.
Should I just drive around aimlessly until you think of something?
I am a little hungry.
Do you see my vase vlog? I am not entertained! Well, Emily, where'd we end up going?
Silver in the City.
It's like a local Indiana shop.
Uh-huh.
She got some Parks and Rec.
Shelly watches these.
She does not watch these.
Yes, she does.
Well, I guess we're about to find out, huh?
These places are...
Emily's looking for a brewery to go to in the middle of the day. I guess a lot of them probably only are open in the evening. She's looking. She's looking. We'll get back to y'all. So after driving almost all the way to another brewery in the opposite direction, Emily decided to go to this place in Zionsville called Trader's Brewing. How was it, Emily?
It was good.
Yeah, and a seltzer. It was alright. It was flat. But otherwise, the taste was good. And while we were there, Emily, what'd you do, Emily?
I signed up for a gym.
Yeah. So she's convinced that she's going to become a fit person now. And she has a gym membership.
Yep, I feel like it was a good adult thing to do.
I don't know. We'll see.
Well, the spin class. Although, I don't think my first workout should be a spin class, right?
Why is that?
I don't know. I feel like maybe that'd be too much for me.
Are you gonna start with the class? Maybe you should just like go in and
Go.
Like, check it out.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, I just go in.
We'll see how this goes.
Jimmy made it sound like they're paying like $100 a month. It's only 30. Like.
Well, there's
30
two of
bucks.
them.
So then I.
And maybe they have like a special. Really.
Oh, they might have like one of the better memberships because your mom can take Sophia in there.
All right. So now home.
Yeah, because don't you have a meeting in like an hour?
Where'd we go, love?
We went to your mom's.
And we ate chicken wings?
We ate chicken wings! And I got a bunch of free clothes. And a pair of shoes for graduation. And this nifty headband.
So you just stole stuff from my mom's
No,
house.
I didn't steal. Kristen, did I steal? Yeah.
And mom's into couponing now?
Yeah. Hold on, just
So we got some mint.
Couponing.
You are in
Dora's
it,
face.
so.
All right, so now we go home.
Yeah.
Oh!
All right, let's go home.
Okay.
You go inside so your neck feels well.